my darlings, welcome back to my channel. So on today's video, I'm gonna try a new, different, I guess episode, and it's basically gonna be about building up your self-confidence, on how to build it up, because I feel like sometimes we need to hear something like this. Sometimes we need to know how to build up our confidence or boost it up so that we can feel really good and feel better. So I just wanted to share some of the things that I do to boost my confidence or like feel better. Like sometimes we feel low. So I just hope this can help somebody out there and maybe someone relates to it or needs like advice. So yeah, so let's get into this video. Okay, so let's get started with this video. Okay, my darling. So I would say the first thing I do is basically like, let's say you have a situation and somebody or anybody says, hey, you look like bad or something, then okay, of course words hurt, right? But you know, you can't take whatever people say like literally. So I feel like what I do is basically like, if I ever feel like down or anything, like I try to do self-love first, like self-care. And so basically for myself, I think I personally like to just, you know, do like my makeup if that's something you like to do, or do your hair or anything like that. If you feel like it's something with your appearance, you can do something with it. You can do so many things. If you need to get a haircut, you know, go get that haircut. If you need to do a little bit of makeup or hair, then yeah, you know, just change it up a little bit if you feel like, okay, I need to feel better or whatever. Or whatever, but you know what I mean, like you want to feel better. And so I do that. Or I also have like ways where I like pray, and I pray with God and stuff, and I pray to God and tell him like, okay, please help me feel better, please help me get all these emotions out and things like that. And that helps me feel better. I don't know if anybody's religious or they even believe in God, but I do. I personally do believe in God, and I pray. And honestly, that helps me a lot, because I feel like for me personally, that helps me. So hopefully, like, if there's something you need to do, maybe you can try it. I don't know if that'll help you. And also, also like, you know, we could go fitness wise too. Like sometimes, like if you want to like change the way you look or how you feel, sometimes doing exercise is part of self-care too. Like literally, you can just go walk. You don't have to walk far, just a little bit, and you can walk like 30 minutes, you know, 30 minutes a day for like 3 days a week or something. And that could be like your time. So I feel like personal time also makes you feel good. So I feel like anything that'll help you boost your confidence and make you feel better about yourself, it's like, okay, wow, I did that, right? I did that 30-minute walk and now I feel great. So that helps also. And then besides exercise, I think also like if you like to meditate or do yoga, I feel like that also helps. For me, honestly, my personal time, I feel like when I take a shower, that's how I feel like relaxed and I feel good. And so basically, you got to do the things that make you feel good. The things that boost your confidence up is what's going to make you feel good. So basically, when I go and I take a shower, that's my time. I feel like that's my time. Or when I go for a walk, that's my time. Or when I'm literally just like reading a book. I have like 5 books that I read, and they're just like little biographies about famous people, and I read them and I'm just like, okay, cool, I read a book, and that's kind of like my time. And then sometimes I listen to music, and that kind of helps me like feel good. And the different kinds of music you listen to can help you. Like you can listen to like positive, happy music, that can help. And I also feel like I listen to like gospel music. I have gospel music. Well, I have all kinds of music, honestly, because sometimes you got them days where you just want to like feel happy, or sometimes you feel like I don't know if this makes sense to anybody, but sometimes your feelings get bottled up and you feel like you want to cry one time, and it's like, okay, like you have to cry to feel better. Honestly, this might sound crazy to y'all, but sometimes when you cry, you feel better. Like after you cry, you have a good cry, you feel better. Like you let all those emotions out and it's out of your body, out of your system, and then you feel great. Like you feel really good afterwards. So I don't know if that'll help anybody, but some people will be like, no, don't cry. But no, I think that's natural. Honestly, you let it out and then you feel great. Like sometimes that happens and it's like, okay, great. Sometimes you need to cry. Sometimes you need to let it out, get it out of your system and feel better. And honestly, to me, that's a release. Like you feel great afterwards. But of course, that's random. Everybody's different. And then I also have like time where I like try to lift weights. Back to the exercise, I also lift weights sometimes, but it's like a little dumbbell, like the tiny ones, or just like the 8-pound ones where I lift. And honestly, that's a little bit of like, okay, relaxing and just getting it, you know, controlling your emotions and stuff and everything you're dealing with. Because sometimes, like, things can get hard, and you just like, okay, I'm going through all this, right? And then on top of that, somebody says something to me, and now I feel like out of place, right? So I feel like you need to learn how to balance yourself and get back into that place and be like, okay, now I'm great, right? Now I feel better. And it's like we all need to learn how to do that. And it's like, so sometimes like, different things help, different things cope. A lot of people are turning to like therapists and stuff, and I feel like some of that works for some people and some of it might not. So I feel like that's also another thing. Or you can like talk to somebody. It doesn't have to be a therapist. It could be like your significant other, your mom, your dad, your sister, your brother, like your family member, a cousin, anybody, a friend, a coworker. If they're not like, if they're snitching, telling your business, then yeah. And I think that helps too, like just letting somebody know how you feel. And I feel like they could give you like their perspective, like, hey, so and so told you you look bad. I don't think you look bad. And that could help you, you know what I mean? Like seeing someone else's perspective in their opinion, that can help you on how you can feel about yourself. So I feel like that also can help, because like sometimes, we feel bad. Like I'm like, okay, dang, what that person said, were they right? Like you start to question yourself. You start to think, okay, what they said it for a reason, right? Maybe it's true. But then at the end of the day, not everybody sees you how you see yourself. So you have to remind yourself that you feel how you feel. Hey, I want to feel good, then I'm going to feel good. But if you tell yourself I want to feel bad, or I don't feel good, then you're not going to feel good. So it's basically, honestly, I think it's all up here. Like we just have to control how we feel up here so that we're okay. I think that's all it is, honestly, because we have to control, everything. And so you have to control how you feel and everything. And so I feel like, yeah, boosting up your confidence. I mean, honestly, it's self-care, it's self-love, it's self-respect. You have to like, feel good about yourself, to think well about yourself, because basically everything you think is you feeding that to yourself. Okay, you think good emotions, then you're gonna feed good emotions to your body, to your heart, everything, your soul. And then if you feel bad, then you're gonna feed bad stuff to your body and your soul. So you kind of just have to think positive, basically. And so yeah, building your confidence, I mean, it's hard sometimes, because like, people, they go sometimes trying to get back to their how they used to be before. It takes time to change. It takes time to get back to how they were. And honestly, you just can't let people tear you down, because if they tear you down, like that's it, right? Like you're letting them win. So you have to think, okay, I want to feel good, I want to feel better, so let me not let that person win, right? So that's what we got to do. And we got to feel good, we got to feel better. If you got to read that book, read that book. If you need to talk to somebody, talk to them. But I feel like, people shouldn't be alone in this. Like people shouldn't feel bad. And life's too short, right? Life's too short to feel bad. We need to feel good. So we need to be like, okay, I'm going to be the boss of my day. I'm going to feel good. I'm going to get it done, or whatever it is you want to do in life. And that's it. And do it with confidence. Do it with feeling good. Do it with positivity. Everything. It's just one big circle. It all goes together. It all connects. It all connects together. So I feel like that's all it takes, to build your confidence. Just work on yourself. Self-love, take care of yourself. I had like a boss a couple years back, and he was like, hey, you need to take care of yourself because no one else is going to take care of you. And that was like a really good thing that kind of stuck with me. And I was like, you know what, he's right. I was turning into adulthood. I was like maybe 18 or 19, and I was like, okay, I'm hitting adulthood, fresh out of high school. He's right. If I don't take care of myself, no one's going to take care of me, right? So we have to take care of ourselves, and he's right. We have to take care of ourselves. So I feel like I took that like to the T. So I was like, okay, he told me to take care of myself, right? That's good. I saw that as that's really good advice. So I'm a roll with it. And honestly, I was like, that's a really good advice. I'm gonna tell somebody that. So I'm telling you guys that you gotta take care of yourself, because if you don't, there's nobody gonna take care of you. You know what I mean? So that's self-love. That's self-care. You gotta love yourself, build your confidence, and that's where it goes. It just goes up. You can only go up from here. Just think positive, and that's it. So I feel like that really helps people. So honestly, I hope this video helps anybody out there. Like, if you feel like, okay, I don't look how I used to look 5-10 years ago, like, who cares, right? So just be the best version of yourself. As long as you think you're the best version of yourself and you feel confident and you feel good, that's all that matters. Anybody else that says anything else, that's their opinion. They can keep that, right? It's like, save it. You can keep that for yourself. I got my own opinion about myself, and that's it, right? So I feel like that's where confidence comes from. And you have to build it, right? You have to keep it, sustain it, lift it, move it up, keep it higher and higher. And then you can pass this to somebody else. Like, let's say you have kids in the future, build them up too. Be like, hey, you're amazing. You can do whatever you plan, whatever you set your mind to, you can do it. And so it all comes from there. So you're basically the seed. You're the seed to confidence, and you plant that seed, and then you continue it, and then it grows and grows and grows because you've spread it, right? You've spread the confidence. It's in your life, and you're continuing it. So that's what we need to do. We need to, work on yourself first, build your confidence up. Once you lift yourself up, you feel great, you have this boost of confidence, you feel amazing, then that's when hey, I'm gonna pass this along to somebody else so they can feel great and they can have confidence and they can lift up and feel great and be like, okay, they're right. I gotta take care of myself, right? So it's like a chain and it keeps going. So I feel like that's really good. I feel like somebody, you never know. Somebody probably had to hear this. Someone probably had needed help today or something. And yeah, so that's why we're here. We're all here together. We're all, together, and we're just gonna like continue to build our confidence, feel great about ourselves, and just, forget what that person said to you. Forget what this other person said to you. It doesn't matter. Whatever they have to say, that's because their own emotions feel like that. That's their own insecurities. Honestly, as I got older, I started noticing that, you guys. Like, what people say to you is what they feel about themselves. And that's what I noticed. And when you're young, you don't know that. You don't think like that. It's like thinking outside the box. Honestly, that's what we gotta do. We gotta think outside the box now. But when you're young, you don't know that. You just think, okay, so-and-so said that, so it must be true. But it's like, no, it's not true. That's what they said about themselves. They just said it to you because you were like, I don't know, their competition for some reason. And competing for what? Right? There's nothing to compete. Life is life. Everyone got their own goals and dreams. No one's gonna dim someone's light because you got different goals or something. Like, we all have a different path in our life, and you can't just sit there and compare yourself to another person's journey because everyone has a different journey. So it's like, and honestly, If that person said something to you, that means they weren't confident. They felt like you were like a threat and you weren't confident enough or something, and they felt like they weren't confident. So they're like, okay, I need to bring this person down so I can feel confident and I can feel good about myself. And that's just sad. Like, that's the most saddest thing you can think of, the saddest thing you can do to somebody, because that shows how insecure they are. Like, that shows how down they are with themselves. And it's like, you know, they need to look in the mirror, because if they're saying that to somebody, then they're the problem. They're the ones that need to fix it. So, you know, just let it know it's not you. You did nothing wrong. You have your confidence. They have their confidence. Everybody got their confidence, right? It's just up to us to maintain it, lift it, you know, keep it up there and feel good, and just do all the things that make you feel good. Because honestly, you know, life's too short to be like insecure, miserable, sad, depressed. Like, life's too short for all that. You need to live it up. You need to be happy. You need to be positive. You need to be confident. You need to be just positive energy, feel really good, you know, talk to the people you love, spend time with them, and, you know, just spend the time that you have with them. That's all it is. Like, at the end of the day, who's going to care about confidence, right? So I feel like it's all up here. We just have to control how we feel. We have to just handle it and just, you know, feel great about it once we figure it out. But yeah, you guys, confidence, I feel like that's just something we all go through. Us as humans, us as human beings, we all go through the same thing. We all have that little moment where we're like, oh, I don't feel so confident like I did yesterday. Or I don't feel this way like I did 5 years ago, 10 years ago. But I mean, like, we just have to keep our confidence. We have to keep it up. We have to lift it, because, you know, if we don't take care of our confidence and our self esteem, like, no one's gonna do that for you. You know what I mean? Like, so yeah, you guys, that's basically all the things that I do, and basically just help anybody out there who needs to lift their confidence up, because you got this, okay? Whatever that person said or anything happened to you, like you felt like your confidence went down, no, you gotta lift it back up, because nobody can judge you. The only person that can judge you is God, and that's it. That's all. But yeah, you guys, I hope this video helped anybody out there. Let me know, I guess, in the comments if you like these types of videos, or if you want me to like continue giving more advice. I just felt like, you know, why not give somebody advice if like it could help them, you know? Like, if somebody's going through something, this could help them and just help them get through whatever they feel or whatever they have like in their mind or in their heart. Because, you know, life can be life sometimes, you guys, and like it can just like, you know, beat you up pretty bad, and it's like, dang, like I don't want to feel like this. I want to feel good. I want to feel, you know, happy and stuff. So I feel like, yeah, so sometimes things happen and we gotta just, you know, make the best of it. So yeah, you guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching this video, and thank you for spending time with me. I hope you guys have an awesome day and an amazing week, and I hope everything works out, and I hope everyone's having like a really good day. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys on my next video. Bye, my darlings. Mwah.